Okay.
Howdy, everybody. Welcome to TDK's Iron Heroes. I'm your dungeon master, Lee Kim Learn, Michael, backwards basically. And I have this august party of adventurers who have decided to come and subject themselves to my horrible, horrible dungeon master. So, we'll just start right off on the trail. Rich, could you introduce yourself and the character you're playing?
I'm gonna need a moment. My world just got rocked with that revelation about
Yeah.
the origin of your name.
What?
I never figured that out.
Couldn't register at all. That's great.
Okay, profession. Hi, my name's Rich. I'm playing Ray Gracefallen, a fallen Asimar Eldritch Knight.
Excellent. Nathan.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Nathan. I will play Theoden Swordbreak. Him, Forge Cleric, Dwarven Forge Cleric.
Excellent. Laura.
Hi, I am playing a Raktanasi rogue assassin named Dan.
And Dan's the man. And Bloody Jackal, could you tell us who you're playing tonight?
Hi, I am playing Nesh, and she is a half-elf, half-orc wizard.
Excellent. That's good to hear. But before we start, just to let everybody know, we have wonderful sponsors and supporters here on the Greyhawk channel. And many of them are listed below, I believe. Maybe not. But if they aren't, I will definitely let you know who all supports our channel and is also some of our sponsors. We have Tabletop Loot. If you need dice, they're the people to go to. You can easily find their link below. And then we have Cantrip Candles. If you need that fragrance to tell your party the total party kill is about to happen, this is the candle that will make it easier for them. And last but not least, we have Devin Rue, our lovely lady of maps, who also supports us. You've seen her maps many times on this channel, and we'll see it for many more times. And one of our supporters is the very place we play Roll20. And without them, well, we would actually be forced to actually set face to face to people. Egats, how could we do that? Alrighty then. And to no further ado, we shall get into the game. When last we left our heroes, they had returned from a rather bothersome trip to check on a caravan for a merchant friend of Ray's. And he gathered these people together, people he knew that would be good at that. Theoden, a smith, who's also a cleric. Dan, who was a problem solver. Wicket, a young kid who seemed to know far more than she let on. And Nesh, a skilled calligrapher and scribe, and something of a mage as well.
Nah.
And although Nesh was strangely absent when they first went out, they went out and found oddities, missing time, knowledge not in the people's heads. They found this odd moss, and when a spell was cast on it, nearly killed somebody. So, they decided that was curious. So they took said moss in a bag back to town, and they had it looked at by a friend of Ray's, and seemed to be something everyone knew. A gnome by the name of Seaver. And he looked at it and said, "This is weird moss." In the shorter version of it, at least. And that you should go take care of this. Well, Ray went back to the merchant who put him on this task, and he told him what was going on. And all of a sudden, he said, no, you don't have to go any further. You give me enough information. Here's your pay. And he paid him a little too much. And this got Ray's radar up and going. And Wicket decided to take a look at this. And she found certain coins that bore the certain symbol of a certain Sewell First organization known as the Scarlet Brotherhood. And that upset everybody. And now they're going to go back out into the wilderness and find out what this strange dwarven secret society, the Black Hand of Dram, is doing out there and why this moss is so important. And that's where we left off last time. So, Ray, Theoden, Dan, Nesh, what are you doing?
So I think we ended last session with us going to sleep as Wicket kind of disappeared off into the.
Yes, she disappeared off into the night. And she has not come back yet.
Yeah, so I would assume we're waking up.
Morning has come. The drizzling sky has finally gone away. You have a bright, sunshiny day greeting you in the city of Stairs. But there is no sign of Wicket.
Okay, everyone. I think we should try one more time to see if Nesh is home before we set out for the day.
Yeah, it's fine. What about the kid?
Oh, don't. I think she finally came to her senses and left.
That's good. I probably shouldn't have been so nice to her then.
Okay. On that note, I figured Dan just nods and to give the idea that he's behind this idea, and so the trio goes looking for a fourth for their party, Nesh. Nesh, what were you doing while they were gone?
I believe I was in North Anchor, doing a little business for the guild.
Alrighty then. And you hear a knock at your door.
Nesh,
weren't
are you
expecting it,
finally home?
but you recognize the voice.
She's like, bloody hell. She rolls out of bed, puts on her bunny slippers, and kind of just strides to the door and opens the slit just a little bit, just to be a jerk. What do you want, Ray?
Hey, it's your favorite friend.
She unlocks like 12 locks on the door and then opens it just a crack.
As
Looks-
she's doing it, Ray turns to the rest of the group and is like, "This is Andrew. Don't worry about it."
She sees more than him and slams the door shut, locks it back up.
It's okay. They're with me. We need your help for an important endeavor.
Are you sure they're with you? Blink
Yes.
twice if they're not. Okay, she unlocks 12 locks again, then opens the door back up. And she's just bathrobe and slippers.
Okay, you're gonna need to get dressed pretty quick because we need to be off.
What is it, like 3 in the afternoon? I don't know.
It's like morning.
Oh, God. It's so early. All
I'm
right.
sorry, but it's important. Do you remember Master Von Slyke?
Vaguely. He's that creepy old man.
Well, he sent us on a mission to check out some missing wagons in his caravan. Some crazy things went down. Anthropomorphic moss happened, and then he tried to get rid of us when we brought up some of this information. So I think this might be right up your alley.
All right, let me find my pants.
Okay,
She shuts the door again.
it's fine.
Yeah.
What the bloody hell?
She
But
knows
this
what she's
one-
doing.
You also brought a child, so
Yeah, makes the kid look like a good choice.
Hey, The
Yeah, a
kid
little
gave
bit.
us the kid gave us a lot of information.
This
Yeah.
one will provide us.
She's smart, got her ear to the ground, and she can blow shit up.
I like one of those.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Just don't upset her, because
I can work
you
with
might
that.
be the thing that she blows up.
I like that. I like that.
So, Nesh, you're not going out the back window or anything at this particular time, are
Oh yeah, I'm totally fucking going out the back window. Who's actually just gonna say that? But she's creeping around behind them, and yeah, she'll go boo.
And we'll slowly turn around.
No, Theoden jumps out of his skin, and as he does, he puts the stump where he doesn't have a hand on his left arm, and he slowly goes, I got something for you real quick. There you go. Save that one just for you.
He does that all the time, so just pretend like.
That's like 2 ways to say screw you. That's awesome.
I try. I'm a people person.
So, Ray, do you explain to Nesh what you're doing and where you're headed, or just going to figure she'll figure it out as you travel?
I think as we're working our way back towards where we're expecting the caravan to leave from, Ray will explain to Nat everything.
All right. We won't paraphrase that. That's 2 episodes.
I have notes. I can read my page and a half of notes if you want.
It's up to you if you want to paraphrase for her. Or
No.
we can assume you did.
I'm sure our viewers do not want to see that.
I don't know. You have such a lovely speaking voice, sir. But anyway,
Well, thank you.
Nash, you learn the events of the past 2 episodes condensed into Reader's Digest form.
Also told with probably a heavy breath because we're going up and down fucking stairs all day.
Yeah. Yeah, you finally go down the last flight of stairs to where the wagons are going to be leaving Iron Gate, and there's a lot of activity when you get there. You see the drovers and the guards are in a knot in front of this guy who is standing up on one of the wagons, and trying to calm them down. They don't look too happy.
I would suggest that we try to stay out of sight.
Do you listen to what they're not happy about?
If we can without being seen.
Give me a stealth check for the entire party there, Ray.
I have to do it for the whole party?
Yes. Just a general one.
Does my inability, my disadvantage for stealth?
I don't have to worry about the disadvantage. You're just going to roll what your stealth check is.
Ooh, that's only a +1.
There you go, man. That's okay. You're not really noticed because they're all yelling at the guy up on the wagons. What do you mean we're not going to get paid? We've got contracts with the Van Slykes. They owe us money for the last trip and this coming trip. And the guard's like, yeah, we haven't gotten paid either. The guy's like, I'm sorry. I got word from Mr. Van Slyke last night that all future caravans are shut down till further notice. And I'm sorry because if you're not going out, you're not going to get paid. He didn't give me any money. There's nothing in the bank accounts. I checked today. I thought I could give you a little bit of something to, make this easier, but there's none there. I didn't get paid. More uproar. And that's what's going on.
You're on the right trail.
We might have a fight within the walls. So let's stay
Yeah,
out of sight.
the level of their yelling has drawn attention to the very people whose job it is to keep this from breaking into violence.
So, question: the two, not electrum pieces. What were they?
Mithril.
The two mithril pieces. What is their relative worth?
They are a version of a light trade bar. They're worth roughly 200 gold a piece.
So, who has them? I'm assuming Ray. Do you have them?
Wicket had them last.
No, we didn't leave 400 worth of gold with the kid. Surely not.
I never bothered to grab them.
I didn't say I grabbed it, that's for sure.
Sheridan is slowly taking the
ran
stump.
away.
Well, I guess for clarification for money purposes, what did Vance Light give Ray for payment for the group?
He gave you, I believe he gave you 700 gold.
Oh, okay.
200 more than he promised. So you have that.
So,
Or did you leave that with Wicket too?
Shut up. Oh yeah. I said
gave it to
everybody got 175 gold for the four of us who were there. Sorry, Nash.
That's cool. I got my thing.
So Ray, why don't you figure out how much money it's going to take to get this thing moving?
I don't think we have enough on us.
The City Watch are closing in. Not quietly. They're closing in with firm conviction.
Theoden wants to go up. Whoever this person is that is sitting on top, Theoden wants to go over to their caravan, their lead or whatever, and kind of, hey, come here.
Okay, you get within talking range, just when things go to fisticuffs, and you see truncheons come from the City Watch as they begin laying about head and shoulders with great vigor. And so there's now a fight going on. The guy you were meant to talk to leaps into your arms and says, "Save me, Master Dwarf."
All right, I grab him as he's coming toward me, and with one motion, just kind of fling him underneath the nearest caravan to kind of be out of the way a little bit, like just get underneath there.
All right, so I guess at this point, Ray's gonna kind of walk up to like one of the guards or whatever and try to like intervene, like, excuse me, do we really need to be beating poor people senseless? Hoping that they recognize me.
They probably do, and I would like you to roll a persuasion check.
That's not a good stat for they are not charismatic. Oh, it's a 14.
14. You talked him, and the guard, he has one of the drovers in his hand, and his club raised hit him. He says, "I really don't want to do this, but these guys are going to hurt somebody."
Perhaps we can talk them down.
If you can talk them down, I won't have to beat any.
Okay. So, I guess Ray's gonna turn to the group and be like, what's the problem? Now?
You say that, I assume, loudly and forcefully?
Sure.
Okay. You say this loudly and forcefully, with the air of someone who's trying to take charge of this situation. 20 voices are all yelling at you basically about the same thing. We didn't get paid for our last trip. We're not getting paid for this trip. He's broken contracts. That's illegal in this city. We want our recompense, or we're going to take these wagons and the goods on them in payment.
Well, now, that's a little what's the word I'm looking for? That's a little ridiculous, don't you think? If you become a criminal, all you'll see is the inside of a jail cell.
But we're not being criminals. Van Slyke is. He broke a contract.
How much? How much? How much? How much?
Numbers are quickly being yelled, and your pant leg is tugged, Theoden.
Hold on. I look down at the. I'm assuming the guy.
Yeah.
What do you want?
I can tell you how much it would take to calm them all down.
Yeah. Okay.
It will take for all the guards and all the drovers for their last trip and this trip, which was contracted. It will take 100 gold.
All right. So Theoden yells out at the top of his lungs, "Everybody, shut up, and I'll give you your damn gold."
Yay! They cheer.
Form a line.
Oh, they form a line. There's more shoving and punching, but a line is formed.
If you remain unruly, your pay will be cut.
That calms them all pretty much down quick.
So I look at the guy underneath and I say, "What's the purpose of this? Where are you going?"
We were supposed to today head to the mines, head to it's a crossroads where we meet other wagons from in the Great Kingdom, and we do our business there. We get what we pay for. They load them onto our wagons. We give them what they paid for, and we come back.
That's fine. You're working for us now.
Indeed.
If you'd like, I could write up a contract.
No, we don't give a shit about that.
I will chip in 50 gold.
The
That's not
man.
fair. That's not even.
He's not very good at math.
Oh shoot, Dan is stupid. I forgot.
And
Meanwhile,
Nesh creeps
she is hiding behind Dan at the time. Just
the shit out of Theoden
just
again.
just whispers in her ear, or in his ear. Sorry.
Bad enough to have that one. Points at Dan. Now you're all being all. Yeah.
I'm willing to take the larger share of it since Wicket isn't here, and
That's fine. We'll settle it later. Let's just give them their gold and get out of here. Move on before we get to pay some other guards or whatever we got to do.
sounds good to me.
All right. So for sake of everything, we can split it all up later. Theoden takes 100 gold and basically gives it to whoever that guy is. What is Master Caravan Leader? What's your name?
My name is Thomas, sir.
I don't doubt you. Thomas, are you the caravan lead?
Well, I am the manager of the caravan's funds.
The manager of the what?
Funds, the coinage that is used to purchase.
Do you have funds? What are you the master of? If you can't pay these people 100 gold to get going, what master of funds are you?
That was my position in the caravan, sir. That's what you
Okay,
asked.
well, move on. You're not that anymore. You're fired, and now you're hired to be caravan leader. Let's go.
Maybe he meant master of fun.
Oh, do you have?
But we don't need him.
Oh,
He's
we
still
don't
fired.
Yeah. You're just fired. Okay, so you're hired back as master of caravan. Let's get everything moving. Get on the way. I like master of fun. I think I would like that better.
And I have no contract to this.
You've proven that contracts don't really matter. Do you want gold? Do you want it up front? What are we talking? Come on, just do it.
He looks like you basically said the ground is up, water burns, and the sun is made of green cheese.
How much were you going to get paid for the last one?
I was going to get paid a percentage of our purchase, what I saved Master Van Slyke.
And that would be 0 at this point, right?
Nesh,
Yes, unfortunately.
Nesh crafts a perfectly legitimate fake forgery of a contract just for this
If only
occasion.
we had a document that we could use. Oh shit, here we go. We wrote this up beforehand. Master Van Slyke told us that we might need this, so That's Nesh. Nesh did that, and we're good now.
Well, Nash is going to give me a forgery check.
Yeah.
What is that skill?
It's forgery tools.
Oh, that's a real thing.
Yes, it is.
It's invisible
And-
ink on all of our.
And I did terribly on it
We
too.
got the lemon juice,
Yes,
so we're
yes,
good.
you did.
Hey, we got to make sure we say out our rolls because they don't see them on screen. So make sure we. I forgot
Yes.
that earlier.
She rolled an 8 on her forgery check.
I've got him on
read.
screen right now.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Okay. You hand him the contract. He looks at the contract. This is a man who's used to dealing with contracts. He looks at the contract. He looks at Nash. He looks at Theoden. Looks back at the contract. Yep, looks fine to me. Folds it up
Good answer.
and holds out his hand.
Nesh gives him
Amen.
5.
Wings.
No, just a slap. Hey, man.
And now he looks at Theoden and holds out his hand. As master of caravans, I get 10 gold pieces.
Inside joke.
I don't care if that's fine, kid. You work with me. I like this. We're gonna get along just fine. Theoden gives him 10 gold. There, get up and do your job. Let's move.
All right, men, let's get this caravan back underway. He takes charge, and pretty soon, asses and elbows are moving, and the caravan is ready to go once more.
Before we leave, Ray is going to ask whoever looks like they were involved with the loading of the wagons. Which wagons are like special? Are there any wagons
you have
that you
to
were
talk
asked to
to-
take particular care of?
You talk to the drovers. The drovers direct you to the guy you just made master of the caravan. He said, "Oh, you wish to speak to the quartermaster, Durwood." You see, well, at first, he looks like a giant dwarf. He's about 6.5 feet tall, but he's built exactly like a dwarf, with no hair. And he walks over. Yeah.
What
These
clan are you from?
He looks down, and then he looks back to the master of the caravan. These fine folks who are now owners of this caravan would like to know what you loaded. He turns around, looks at you. He bows his head, and he looks at Theoden. I'm a part of no clan. I was outcast. You're asking about how the wagons were loaded and what they were loaded with. He reaches into a pocket, brings out a small book, clips in, he hands it to you. It's mostly weapons and armor being taken to the troops that have been hired by the city to ensure the trade lanes stay open.
Does
And
this
There's also salt and cloth and rum.
does this look like a legitimate list of items?
Yep, looks pretty accurate to you.
All right, Ray's gonna thank him and then go to the end of the caravan, inspect wagons working their way back from like the back forward.
Okay. If you're going to inspect every wagon, there's roughly 10 in this chain. That's going to take an hour and a half.
Maybe we split out the duties.
Yeah.
I'll take
All right.
the first 3.
Alrighty. I would like each of you to give me an investigation check. But first, I would like to know what you're looking for.
I'm looking for specifically gems and stuff that were like in the previous
Yeah.
Alrighty.
caravan that were the wagons that went that disappeared.
I'm actually looking for hidden compartments because I don't think they're going to just house these in. He said, Master Vince said that no one knew they were being loaded in. So I'm not looking for the obvious. I'm looking for the things that hidden caravans or boxes may contain something that people wouldn't automatically see.
Sure, yeah, it's not like they're gonna just be like, and you open a door and there's gems. Like,
That would be
Sure.
too easy.
And it's just looking for gems. He doesn't know.
Alrighty then.
I'm doing the same as Theoden.
Okay, I need investigation checks from each of you.
Oh, snap.
Hey, look at us.
Come on,
Man.
Nathan. The pressure's
Oh,
not
hold on.
on.
I'm an idiot. Hold on.
Don't worry
Sorry.
about it. Don't worry about it. It's cool. Just breathe. Just do a good roll.
I didn't know this.
Everything's
I hate
good
you all.
here.
It's fine.
It's gonna be a
Oh,
no.
why don't I? Where's my investigation? I don't have investigation on here. Okay, whatever.
I do.
5.
Ah, I jinxed you. It's my fault. It's not yours. It's fine.
Okay.
Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah.
Ray, Dan, and Nesh all look over their wagons. And each wagon is built similarly to the others. They're all built pretty much by the same wagon rights. And yes, each wagon has hidden compartments in it. Once you found one, they're all easy to be found in the same way. Theoden, you can't find anything in your wagons. These
Oh, I look it
wagons are
over
solid
good.
built. Yep.
Yeah, though this is a great wagon.
I mean,
Really
you're
good
not a man who
craftsmanship.
likes wood, but that's good craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Shifty eyes.
Anyway. But there's nothing in the compartments at the moment.
By the way, hello to everybody rating.
Oh,
Gotta
yeah,
rate
Raiders!
Curious
Raid!
Crafts.
Yay!
Hello,
All right,
Raiders.
so what did we find? I'm sorry, I missed that.
You found compartments, but nothing inside them.
Really?
Is there compartments inside compartments? Because I'm paranoid and I think so.
Give me another investigation check there, Nash. You don't find any, but that doesn't mean they're not there.
All right, Theoden comes out. Did y'all find anything?
we
Oh.
found compartment.
I
But
found,
nothing
yeah,
in
I found compartments.
Yeah, me too. That's anything in y'all's?
No.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, nothing in mine. MD.
I say perhaps we split up among the wagons just to make sure we have a good eye on any that try to split off or get taken.
You think they're gonna disappear or something? I mean, what's going on?
They have in the past couple of trips. So
Theoden looks and goes, "Do you think we need to check everybody for the moss?"
I'm not. It might be a good idea, but I'm not sure it would be on them now. I think it's
On the way back, maybe?
yeah.
And probably doing a strip search right out here in the middle of everything. Probably it's gonna be bad considering we just hired on, and that might be work
Start
rights
for
or
our
something. I don't know.
branding.
And they were
Yeah, there you go.
already
Yeah.
ready to fight.
Okay, so we'll wait for down the road for
We're
that
new to
one.
the game.
Yeah.
Alrighty. As you're standing there talking over what you found, Thomas is there and he clears his throat. Excuse me,
Yes.
we're ready to leave now.
Yeah, we've been ready to leave. What's going on, Tom? I mean,
Go.
we're behind schedule.
I don't like that tone of voice.
I'm very sorry. I'll get the wagon started right away. As he proceeds to get everything moving.
So what do we do with the horses?
What are you doing with the horses?
I thought we
You rented
borrowed we rented them. I assume they have like a return policy.
them. They would
I'm
like their
assuming they have
horses back, yes.
All right, so are we
Maybe
riding
just
with
give
the
them
wagons?
a carrot and hit their bottoms, and they'll run home.
Go home, Lassie.
I would assumed we would have when we came back into the city, yeah, with the caravan the last time we would have returned them.
So do you want us to ride on wagons? I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Yeah,
I
why
think
not?
we
Oh,
should. I think we should stagger out.
Right, like one on the last wagon, and then like every 3 or 4, you can keep an eye on the
Yeah.
wagons in front of you.
Yeah.
Dibs on the
Okay.
wagon with the most cover.
So you spread yourself out among the caravan. The caravan leaves Iron Gate, off to the crossroads on the other side of the mountains whose names I can't remember. The Barakators. So you travel along the Bay Road. Bright, sunshiny day. It's early spring. The birds are chirping and singing and diving and nattering because it's getting close to their time to lay eggs and have all the fun stuff it is for spring. And you guys are riding on wagons. Well built wagons, sturdy wagons, not comfortable wagons. Yes, it's the bone breaker special for you folks. Now, you are traveling in a group of nearly 100 people.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. So the idea that you're going to set up camps and watches and random encounters, that's really not going to happen too much. So, I will ask this. During the night when the caravan does stop, do any of you choose to take a watch at night? Or are you still going to keep an eye out on everybody?
I think we'd split it up amongst us too
Yeah.
to kind of watch and see what goes on. I mean, what do y'all?
Who watches the watchman? Us.
Sun. Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay. Um
Too much Dan. Too much Dan.
so we'll just go down the list. Ray, if you would be so kind as to give me a perception check for your Night of the Watch.
Oh, not too bad. 14.
Not too bad. It's a quiet night, chilly because this is early spring, so the nights get cold, and those fires are very inviting where all the warmth is. Nothing too untoward happens during the night. A few coyotes try to get at some of the horses. The watchmen go over there and, shooed them off with torches. That's about the worst that happened that night. Therodin, if you could please roll me perception.
Get a good one, unlike last time.
13.
13.
Your night is much the same as Ray's. It's a little warmer tonight. You're getting closer to the coast on this particular leg of the journey. So the bay waters are warmer than the air coming off the mountains, and that's about it. It's a quiet night. Dan, perception check, please.
Talk shit to Right. Probably gonna roll shit.
13. You catch a few men going off to play some higher stakes poker. There's a little poker game going on that, yeah, they've got money. They can't spend it on alcohol or women, so they're going to spend it on games of chance. So does Dan get involved or does Dan watch?
I really want Dan to play because I really like poker myself.
Okay. So here's the question. Is Dan going to be an honest poker player or is Dan going to cheat?
Dan's gonna cheat.
Do you have deception proficiency?
Yeah.
Hit me with a
Yeah, he
perception
does.
check.
Perception check?
Or deception. Deception, my bad.
Ooh, yeah. Gotta play the players, not the cards.
Okay. Yeah, they're using, the brand name of the cards they're using. You switch the ones you have in and out. They never know. And you, at the end of the night, come away with nearly a gold piece. They play with silver. So 9 silver pieces that you acquired through, getting 4 royal flushes in a row.
Just all in the cards, friends.
Yeah, you pretty much made them broke. You now have money. The world is good. And nothing happened that night. Nesh,
Okay.
perception check, please.
Not my best, Captain.
Really? You're paranoid. Your perception should be through the roof.
That's why she's paranoid.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's so great. It's okay.
This was ill-conceived.
See, he does this to me on purpose.
Yes, I do. You are, lack of a better term, you're city folk. You like being indoors, protected. Yes, you were raised in the hill country, and you remember that as a child being quite fun. Here, everything has a noise, everything is crawling, everything is messy. Yeah, you sort of sit under the lee of a wagon and just stare at everybody.
That's because they're all up to something.
Clearly. So. You know that the caravan master that they made caravan master, yeah, he's a spy.
Pretty sure.
Or doppelganger. Or doppelganger spy. You're not sure. That big, tall, hairless dwarf thing, yeah. He's a giant. He's a giant spy that they shrunk down to the size. This is small they could get him.
It's a disguised disguise.
Yeah. And you know that horse that was pulling your wagon, he's no horse. He's a nightmare in disguise as a horse. They're all after you. You know it. You're going to have to burn this caravan to the ground. It's the only way you're going to be safe. But you talk yourself out of that.
They just don't look that flammable. That's all.
No, with Nightmare, he's immune to fire. You figure he's a fire giant. Yeah, that's the only way. That's the only way he'd look dwarf-like. He has to be a fire. So you're making notes on all of these spies that are after you in your journal, and you decide not to burn the caravan down tonight. So this is how it goes. You each have a night in turn. This caravan is large enough that most people aren't going to mess with it. Wild animals are going to give you wide berth. Monsters along these roads are all but non-existent. And your caravan really isn't that big to draw the attentions of bigger things like dragons. So you can thank Muradin for that. I'm sure Theoden does every night.
Some nights.
And this goes on. It gets into a routine and then monotony. And until the 8th night, when you're in the mountains, I will ping on the map where you're at. Does everybody see this? I know my players at home can't see it, which is a shame. Or
No, they can see it.
Yeah, audience can see it.
Oh, yay, the audience can see it. Here's where they're at, audience. Anyway, this night is different than the other nights. The air, which has been filled with animal life and insects, is dead quiet. All you hear is the crackling of the fire. Even the horses, which whinny and nicker at night over the various noises, are quiet. But their hooves make noise on the ground. They're shuffling. They're nervous, but they're not making noise. The caravan guards, yeah, they hold their crossbows a little tighter as they make their rounds. You all know something is about to happen.
The calm before the storm.
Yes, the deep breath before the plunge. I would like. Hmm. Who's going to be my victim? Theroden, I would like you to roll perception check, please.
I'd love to. Ah, look at that.
Look at that,
19.
19, double 19s. You are the man as you feel the ground shake. Others begin to notice. You hear the horses whicker and whinny, afraid, but not running. And then, and you hear a low moan. And something lumbers out of the darkness. And everybody makes me a wisdom save.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
No.
My wisdom
Oh,
saving throw is
no.
-1.
That's a 6 for me.
Oh.
Oh shit, that's a 7.
We are terrible.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my god!
Oh, total
We're all
party
dead.
fail.
How much
TDK.
travel?
Where's Wicket?
Unfortunately, Wicket apparently has run off with the mithril pieces and is
She'll
living
find our
high
body.
in Greyhawk.
She'll find our body.
Y'all wake up in the morning. It's just, it's just boring. I mean, everything has been boring. You know, you this is day 7, and you figure day 8 will be the same as this night, and so forth and so on. And day 10 you'll hit the crossroads. This has been a bust.
I don't
I
even know
will-
why we came down here, but ain't nothing going on.
I would like, actually, not all of you. Nesh.
Hmm?
Oh, paranoid one.
No.
Unfortunately, we can't hear you at the moment, Amy. One moment.
She's finalizing her conspiracy plan.
Strategically placing the fire bombs that will go off in all the caravans and explode.
Okay, what do you want me to do? Sorry.
I want you. Let me check your sheet real quick, and I'll.
No, 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 no.
Oh yes, 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 yes.
Ooh.
Darren's like, so you ever feel like you're missing something, like something important happened?
I want you to roll your forgery tools, please. You. This is boring. I mean, even your paranoid delusions are getting boring. So you open up your journal, the things you keep notes, and you read. The ground started shaking. Don't know what's going on. It's getting louder. Oh my God, it's here. That was in your journal for day 8, which is today. It lists like evening is when you wrote that.
Well, that's not going to make me less paranoid.
I didn't think it would. What does Nesh do when she reads this in her own handwriting, saying it's a day later than it should be?
First I'd like to see if I can figure out if I've been under any kind of effect. Um, yeah,
An
because that's
insight
weird.
check.
Nope. Nope, nope,
Not at
nope.
all. You can't find anything, but this is your handwriting. You know it's in your special code. No one else knows your code. You made sure you've had 3 different codes, and you don't tell yourself the other 2 codes. So what do you do?
Well, I can't really explain what my code is to them. But yeah, I think she'll go to Ray and tell them, something is really not right, and it's not right in the normal sense, not my sense of not right. Like, really not right.
What?
I-
Was it this time?
I wrote in my journal that something big lumbered through, like, today, but today is today.
You're
Like,
gonna have to be more specific.
like this was the stuff I would have wrote the day before, but it's today's journal listing. Like, we're missing a day.
Okay. Okay, now you're starting to make some sense. Everybody, let's count the wagons.
You count the wagons.
I think we had something happen, maybe.
There are 8 wagons.
Shh.
How
Sheridan
many
starts to
people are
stir.
there?
They're the na 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 na.
Over by himself where no one can see. He's like, I'm gonna find this freaking moss. Starts taking off his clothes.
Yeah, I guess Ray would tell like everybody to check themselves for the moss.
Okay, people start looking at each other and then start removing clothing.
Well, these are the same people that we met in the caravan the first time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're familiar with us asking,
Weird questions.
Weird
like that.
things.
Yes.
like, hey, you might have some of this moss that wipes your memory on you. Like,
Hey, take off your clothes.
oh god, I can just imagine how scared they are with Dan saying that.
Yeah, I imagine this. Yeah, that makes them hurry up.
It's all
And-
right. No one's going to look.
Yeah, the 100 people. Yeah, you're gonna look. So yeah, you each find moss on you, bits and pieces of it in your hair, in your clothing, everywhere. Theridin, you find something else.
By Morden's beard, what is this crap?
On your hand or your stump.
It's a hand.
A hand is gonna-
It's my hand!
No, on your stump, carved into your skin, and then healed over. They're free.
What?
Dwarven, it says they're free.
It's there.
Yeah, like they are. Like,
They are
Or
free.
there is free.
yeah,
They're
so
free. They don't cost anything.
so Theridin takes off he has a cap that goes on the stump of his arm that he locks things into place with. That's how everything's metal. So he has this metal cap that he has intricate designs all down. And he takes this off and he looks down at his skin and he screams. Just screams anger. I won't do that because my kids are in the house, so I don't want to freak them out.
Freak them out. It's okay. You got to get into the role.
I'll be up with them all night. So he's just like, "What is this?"
You
And he
all
yells
hear
for
the angry Theoden.
Ray runs over carrying their like armor and stuff in their hands because they were in mid strip. What's going on, Theoden?
"Look at my arm." And Theoden shows Ray and whoever else is around, not the guards. If Dan or Nesh, I'm not sure if he'd show Nesh yet because he's Nesh. But he would definitely show Ray. He would definitely show Ray. He's like, this was not there before. I don't have moss on me. Do I have moss as well?
Not as much as everyone else does.
They
And-
carved into my arm.
In this, what was carved into your arm, there's pieces of like broken thorn in it.
Are you sure this?
Don't
Okay,
don't finish that. Don't you're
No.
gonna ask me if I'm sure like I would go out drinking and someone would carve into my
No,
flipping
no.
arm.
No. They go and they grab a piece of wood, like I don't know, or maybe just bring you to the side of a wagon, and say, carve this phrase into the wagon. Let's see if this was you. None of us remember yesterday.
Okay.
Unless you do.
No.
So you carve they are free or they're free.
I try to make the marks roughly as, I mean, I try to make it as close as I can to see if this is anywhere near my handwriting.
Well, it looks like it to you. Although having a calligrapher and a scribe might be able to help you out with that.
Oh, now I gotta ask Nesh. Nesh, my friend.
You hear a muffled voice under a cart nearby. What?
Get out! Quit playing. Grab ass? What are you doing? Are you hiding?
Not anymore. She crawls out.
Come here. I need your services.
I don't like you like that.
Oh, well, I'll cross you off my list too. You were pretty high up there, weren't you? Move on. I need you to come look at something.
I just checked myself for moss. I don't need to.
I'm not I
Down
don't give
there.
a shit what you got on you.
Okay.
I need your skill, your scribing, your writing skills. I want you to check something, please.
Okay.
Clothes will stay on the entire time. I'll even put more on. Don't worry about it.
That's good to know. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. I need to know if you think I wrote this on my own arm, because
Why would
maybe
you
I'm
write
going
that on your
crazy.
own arm?
I don't. Why do we all lose a day? Why does anything happen?
This just sounds familiar to your journal, so I'm wondering if that was the only thing he had on hand to try to recall what happened to him.
Oh, you're kind of smart today.
So you check what he scribed on the wagon on compared to what is on his arm.
Sure.
Okay, you don't need to roll anything for this.
Good.
You're a scribe, you're a scrivener, you're a calligrapher. This is what you do. Understanding how letters are shaped tells you everything you need to know about a person. Theoden wrote this, but Theoden didn't write this. It was his hand that wrote it, but it was not his will that did it. The person who wrote this was in a panic, but the type of panic after the fact, the type of panic a person is feeling after they've already fallen over the cliff that kills them. They know they're dead. They know they're going to die. And they're leaving the one message they can. And that's the mind of the person who wrote this. But it was Theoden's hand that wrote it.
That's an insanely good handwriting analysis.
She has insanely good skills. It also helps being
Paranoia.
paranoid.
Mhm.
I'm gonna find who did this.
Okay. I got a mirror if you want one.
Yeah. Let me see it. Let me see what happens to it.
Never mind.
Okay, so we know now where the event occurred. Now I think we focus around this area to see if we can find what happened.
Did that last time and we didn't find anything.
But now we know where the memories got wiped. Last time we just happened to come in contact with the moss. The moss didn't just
You
appear.
had moss though.
Yes.
You were in the area. Just saying. What I'm vaguely
But last
saying.
time, I believe the moss that ended up on me was from the caravan and not from whatever brought the moss to the caravan.
Who knows? It was so long ago.
Like 2 days ago. Oh no, a week ago because we've been traveling. But...
So long.
So, what do you do?
I'll look around. I'll
That would
look.
require an investigation check then. Anyone want to help Dan? Before she
But they ought to.
No, Theoden is freaked out.
Slightly better. 13.
Okay. Nesh, are you rolling?
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh shit!
Ooh, hot damn.
I got so excited I rolled twice.
But we'll take the first ones.
Yes, we will. Theoden is suitably freaked. Ray and Dan, now as you say, this is the area it happened in. There has to be something. And you're looking around and you're seeing disturbances on the ground away from where the caravan was, where the caravan people were. Something took place here, but you're not sure what. Nesh? Something very large. Easily 15, 20 feet tall. That did not have uniform feet, but still moved bipedal. Came into the camp and left. And when left, it was carrying something far heavier.
Like a couple of wagons.
Yeah.
I tell everybody all that.
You know you can follow this.
I also am looking for the bald, tall dwarf guy to see if he's still there because
Yeah.
reasons.
Looking at his feet.
Yeah, I'm checking that out.
Does...
Well, he's standing there, naked.
Oh.
Just the feet.
Yeah.
I bet you
got
anything he's got boots on.
Barefoot. He does have 6 toes on each foot, though.
It's for balance.
That's why you can't knock me down.
You might want to put on some pants.
It feels real freeing right now. I
Or-
think I'll be wearing a kilt from now on.
Or at least a really long shirt.
Oh, and if you actually wanted to know, he's careless.
I didn't actually. Thank you.
Well, you have that knowledge now, the too much information form of knowledge.
Hopefully he's got a lot of moss.
No, not much at all, really. So it would stand out on his bald frame.
Between his height and Theoden's height, Theoden makes sure that he does not come close to said giant when said giant is naked. Just no reason. All right.
You need me to get dressed? May I ask?
Well, I think everybody should probably do that, actually.
Everybody is dressed except him.
Why aren't you dressed?
No one told me to.
I just did
You're
like
dressed.
2 minutes ago.
Okay. He walks over, picks up his clothes, holds them under his arm.
Put them on. Your person.
Oh,
Are you 5? Like,
no.
Don't poke.
I'm
Don't poke the
70 years
giant.
old.
Don't poke the giant. Don't.
get dressed
don't.
then.
Okay. He stands there.
Theoden yells for Thomas.
Thomas shows up. Yes, sir.
Something's
So-
wrong with him.
Ma'am, I just got here.
Is it a general statement or what? Who are you referring to?
Oh, the bald guy. With no pants.
Yep, he's just standing there.
She's
Is
right.
he normally like this? Because normal
Not at
people.
all. He's very attentive about keeping his clothes on.
I'm glad you know that about him.
Well, I do tend to notice things like that if someone is clothed or not.
Gotcha. That's why you're the right man for the job. So
Yes.
listen, Thomas. We're gonna need you to go ahead and venture forth with whatever you're doing. Do whatever you're gonna do, and when you come back, we'll give you a portion of whatever what's the normal with the contract and all that. What all that says. You got that?
5%.
You need us anymore? Yeah, 5%. Do you need us anymore?
No, sir.
Make sure to double the watch at night, just to
Yes,
be
sir.
safe.
And I'll see about getting our quartermaster dressed. It is rather odd.
Once he's gone, I don't care. I mean, Free Willy,
It's-
whatever.
Nesh, would you mind maybe Theoden might be best for this. Just see if there's something wrong with him.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him standing there butt naked. What? I mean,
You
yeah,
know,
there's something wrong with him. Oh,
if
do we
he's been
care?
Bewitched.
Does he have extra moss?
It
That's just it. He didn't have nearly as much moss as everyone else.
Do you want to take him with us?
no, but this if you're telling him to get dressed and he seems to agree, but then he just stands there. That makes me feel like something else has happened to this man. Can one of you detect if any
Give
fellas
them
may-
5 seconds, and if they don't walk over, I walk over.
Yeah, they're discussing it, so I assume you walk over.
Walk over.
No. Yeah.
Hi.
Hey. What's your name?
Durwood.
Or what? All right. Here's how we're gonna start.
Okay.
Put your pants on the ground.
He looks at his pants. Okay.
You're gonna put one foot in the leg of one of the legs, and then the other foot in the other leg, and you're gonna pull them up.
Okay.
Is he
just
doing
stands
any of
there.
it?
No.
Oh no.
And like snaps his fingers in his face.
He looks at you snapping your fingers. Why are you doing that?
Gets really close to it. Fucking
It
like
smells.
really close.
Okay. He leans closer to
You
you.
wasted?
No, but you're going to give me a perception. No. I've made too many of those. Give me a medicine check.
Yeah.
He's
You're
perfectly
healthy. He cares
fine.
if you're dead.
He's perfectly fine.
Buddy. You gonna put on your
He leans
pants?
close and rests his forehead against yours.
And Dan pushes him onto the ground and just puts his fucking pants on.
Okay. He's hard to push over. He is very sturdy when it comes to that kind of stuff, but you get him pushed over
6 toes.
because he doesn't fight. Yeah, 6 toes, waist built, and then you forcibly put his pants on.
This is amazing.
Just seems to bother Nesh, so
He
I
just
don't
lays
care.
there.
So, he goes away and says, "Yeah, he's fine. He's pantsed."
Is he still laying on the ground?
Yep.
He's not fine. Can one of you like check him out?
All right, they're gonna go over there and try to check him out and be like, "All right, let me see what's going on." What's
Okay.
Can you roll medicine to see if we can do?
Sure. Give me a medicine check.
Nesh drew a doodle of Dan putting pants on that guy and then gave it to him.
Okay, you
Dan
you
secretly
give
pleasures
him
it.
you give him a thorough examination. Now,
Not that thorough.
well, no, not thorough, but yeah.
Turn
You know,
the
you,
cop.
you look into his eyes, check his senses. Pretty much what Dan was doing, but you knew what to look for.
And now he has pants, so that's good.
That helps, I'm sure.
You've seen this a couple of times there. From troops that came back from the Underdark. Troops that had been attacked by mind flayers. His mind has been shattered. He's broken up there. Basically, the effects of a feeble mind that never go away. Unless restoration is cast on him.
Okay. So I say, Derwood, I'm gonna need you to come on, get up. Yeah, he grabs
You
him
have
by
to
the
pull
arm
him
and
up.
kind of
You
picks him
literally
up.
have to
Okay.
pull him up. He won't.
I bring Ray over and Dan and everybody try to get him up and basically get him loaded onto a wagon.
You have to guide him
Right,
up
that's
the
what I'm saying.
steps.
Yeah.
So he's in a wagon.
So then we tell Thomas, and I have Dan and Ray and Nesh come over. So something's going on. He got his mind has been I can't explain it. I've seen it a few times. A lot of times when mind flayers, they have this power that hits your brain, and your brain just basically stops working right. You got to have some high level healing put in you to make sure to bring your brain back right. I mean, that's basically what's going on. He's not going to be right until he gets that healing. Thomas.
Seemed okay, like any other regular.
Yes, sir. What was that?
He did seem okay yesterday, right? But
Yeah, he seemed fine. He had clothes on and everything. He did things. He was in the game that Dan cheated in.
Didn't cheat in that game. He was just really bad at it.
Well, yeah. So yeah, up until last night, he was perfectly fine.
This is it. If mind flayers are coming up from the Underdark,
And I mean, Thomas is. I don't want to go on. I think we should head. I think the caravan should head back to Iron Gate.
No. Listen, Thomas. Whatever's happened has already happened. They've taken the caravan. You can see that we're down two wagons. The wagons are gone.
Are?
We're down two wagons. Just move off of it.
Sir.
It's okay. That won't come out of your pay, but I'll think about it. So we're down two wagons. Whatever has happened's already happened, so it's done. I wonder if Durwood actually saw what happened and followed them to after the wagon. Whatever happened, maybe he followed, or maybe he tried to trail, or I don't know. Listen, important thing is we're gonna go that way and try to see what we can find. You need to take care of Durwood and get this caravan where it goes, load it up, and brought it back, and we'll split whatever we make off this with you. Okay?
All right, sir.
You're gonna have to feed him and give him water. He's gonna be like a baby, like a 7-foot tall baby. So just watch the poops. But anyway, you get what I'm saying.
I understand. I served as a medic. I will take care of Durwood. He has been a useful employee, and he's a good man.
And then when we get back, we'll we'll see about what we can do to get him healed. He came under, I mean, basically under our whatever ownership or whatever. I don't know what it is, but we'll figure it out.
Yes, sir.
There should be
Um,
someone in Iron Gate that can handle that.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. There's plenty.
There are plenty of temples in Iron Gate. I know that they will help him. I will see this caravan home, sir. You have my word.
Okay. And yeah, I mean, if you, again, we don't really know you, you don't know us, but if you were to say take the money and run, we'd have to hunt you down and kill everyone you know, and it would just be a bad whole thing. So let's not even go there. We won't even
My
talk about that.
pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, Dan, look at Dan. Dan wants you to, honestly.
He
And flexes a little bit.
he straightens himself up, sir. I am a son of Iron Gate. We do not run.
Exactly. Good. All right.
Easy to catch.
Ray gives Theroden and Dan this daggers, just staring daggers at you. Like, come on.
You do things your way. I do on
Well,
mine.
They don't say anything.
All right, Thomas. Thanks. Nice to meet
Yes,
you.
sir. Pleasure to meet you as well, sir. All of you, be careful. If there are illithids out there, you walk into danger. The blessings of Fortubo the Builder be upon you all. And with that, he gets the caravan moving. And soon, you stand along the road, a windswept road in the mountains. All four of you. A path that Nesh can find. And here we're going to take our break for the evening.
Oh boy.
That's why we can't have nice things.
We'll be right back, people. Don't go anywhere. I promise part 2 will be
TPK.
fun.
again.
And we're on.
big.
Welcome back to TDK's Iron Heroes. When we last left our group, they were alongside the road, with horrible things possibly laying before them. And in your chat window, you should be able to see the wonderful drawing Nesh did of Dan helping Durwood get dressed.
I never said she was an artist.
Perfect.
True enough.
It will be available at the box office after the show.
Prints are available.
Alrighty then. What do you do, folks?
Let's start tracking this thing down.
And that is left to Nash.
I walk around. I'm like, this is this, and that is that.
We don't need a lesson. We just need to.
It's right
Fine,
there.
This is a tree. That is a rock. That is another rock.
See here by the footprints, like that one's this way and that one's that way, and they don't kind of match. It's weird.
How clear are these tracks?
They don't look like tracks to you. They just look like big, round impressions in the dirt or the ground. Literally, it looks like someone had taken a tree and raggedly broke off the bottom and then stuck it down here and then moved it over there and stuck it down over there and rinse and
But it-
repeat.
The path is discernible now that we're like looking at it.
Now that Nash has pointed it out, yeah. I mean this is a giant on stilts or something. You're not sure what, because it's not feet. Clearly it's not feet. But each imprint has bits of the moss in it.
Let's stay clear of the mob.
And you head onward.
Maybe burn it as we go.
I mean, I like to burn stuff, but might burn too much.
Didn't the old codger in the building tell us not to burn it because then we'd have to breathe it?
That was pointed out, yes.
Perhaps
very
this
good
latest
memory.
dose of moss wipe that memory from my mind.
Yeah. Hey. No.
So, you follow the trail. After about an hour of this, you find the wagons. What's left of them. It looks like they've been, other than the fact they're on relatively flat ground, it looks like something very big decided to smash them open.
And these were definitely wagons that
Yeah, they're your
we
wagons.
investigated that Therident did.
Well, you
Are
can't
these
tell
Theridens?
now. You can't tell now.
Well, we could
Okay.
tell where in the line of wagons was missing, maybe.
Well, that you could. Yeah, they were Theridens.
So, do you have something to tell us, Therident?
Yeah, there was nothing in. I mean, what's the problem? There's nothing. Just go show me where in your wagons this supposed thing was, and I'll show you where I look. Yeah, that's what it is.
Right there.
And what's there?
There's really even no secret compartments anymore. They've been smashed apart.
See, I looked. There was nothing there. Same thing as there's nothing there now. Just didn't look right there.
So, looking around at all this destruction, Ray is not feeling too confident with this area being safe. So they're gonna summon their glaive just to be prepared.
Okay, this is something that no one else here has seen before.
That's
Correct.
true.
So you see Ray hold out their hand and close it, and there is a crackle as reality itself realigns as a glaive that has an emblem of a wolf's head on the top of it, where the blade heads out from, forms.
Let's be on our guard.
Theridin gets grabby hands. Ooh, hand. Ooh, oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah, the metal of that glaive head, axe head, I suppose would apply too. Yeah, that's folded steel.
Ooh, I could do that. But I don't do blades, so I don't do that.
Good news, you see actual human footprints.
What's the bad news?
Well,
From
not really.
from the broken wagon?
They clearly came from the direction they headed back. They came here, picked stuff up, and left. Because their footprints were heavier when they left.
Oh, uh-huh.
But now it's human footprints. Or
Yes.
human-like.
Well, yeah, I mean humanoid, definable humanoid footprints.
So the giant tree prints, we don't see them around anymore.
Oh, they're here too, and
Okay.
they're going off in that direction as well.
It's got a friend.
Or a master.
He has a master, yeah. Agreed.
Shall
Well,
we press forward?
what do you think?
Quietly.
I think this is a stupid idea.
So you're in?
You,
Well, I
You
can't go
think
back by
anything
myself.
you think
Yeah.
anything outside of your house is a stupid idea now?
Because it is.
Just think if this thing is like a tree or whatever, you could blow it up. Maybe it burns better.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Think of it on the bright side. What could be the bright side if you burn it. All right. Come here, Ray. Let me see something on your armor right here. And as he comes up, Ray, Theridin will use his Blessing of the Forge to give Ray a +1 AC.
Yeah.
And that lasts until my next long rest.
Excellent.
Thank you, sir.
So you follow the footprints, the trail. Correct?
Yeah, so
Alrighty.
sorry,
Yes, sir.
just one last thing. The human-sized footprints, those don't come the way we came. They come the opposite way and come this way, right?
Right. That is correct.
Okay. I was just want to make sure that it wasn't Durwood who was like
Confused.
You didn't find any humanoid tracks except back where the caravan was. So, you follow the new the trail. And the sunlight begins to dip lower over the mountains as dusk quickly approaches. But keen senses pick up the smell of wood smoke and the smell of food being cooked.
It's a trap.
So, something lies ahead that is definitely eating food and burning wood. Does the party choose to be stealthy, or do we just tromp right up and find out what's going on?
I choose
I'm
stealth.
stealthy.
Yeah, stealth.
I'm gonna hold back. I'm not the quiet type.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe Dan, you want to go take a look for us?
I'm pretty stealthy too.
Okay, Nesh. I didn't ask because I assumed you were going to say no.
Well, Dan seems to be the smart one, so I'll hang out with Dan. Dan put pants on that guy.
So, the two of you move forward. Stealth checks, please. how very synchronistic your rolls are.
I know, they're weird.
As you move forward, we go to a new map.
New map, new map. Oh no.
Now, all right, if Nesh and Dan could load their tokens in down here in the bottom right corner.
Which corner again?
Bottom right. I can do it if you're having issues.
I'm having like a weird time.
No problem.
Thank
That's
you.
bigger than you need to be. There's Dan. Ah! And there's Nash, who's clearly hiding behind Dan.
Well,
And
that's just the
why
smart thing to do.
It's a better roll.
Okay, as you're moving around this side of the cliff face, you see a palisade wall. Very unnatural. Very man-made. And in the last rays of the sun, you can see, well, the one thing you do see is up on this knoll, so to speak, you see a guy sitting on a stool, eating food and just looking around. The tracks lead into the opening, just in case you didn't know that.
There's a guy up there.
And gives you the side eye.
I'm Captain Obvious today.
You're not. Yeah, I'll go.
So,
I could get
I'm
the
assuming-
others.
What?
I could go get the others.
The other one?
Yeah, the other. Ray and. One hand.
I don't need them knowing we can't do this.
Okay.
Dan goes up and hey,
Uh-oh. Please move your token. I need to see this.
Oh god.
okay, where? Okay, he's over here.
Yeah, do you see him over on the left side of the map?
Did Nesh
Yeah.
say Dan was a smart one?
I thought so!
Oh, I can't move me.
Oh, you can't move you? I can fix that. One moment, please.
I think that's Roll20 saying, "What are you doing?"
Don't do-
It's a
Are you
bad
sure you want
choice.
to do this?
There you go. You should be able to move him now.
okay, good.
This is amazing.
Okay, are there steps up?
Not out here. No, it's a straight drop.
Okay.
It's about
So
20
Dan
feet.
goes. Like, could he see me on this rock?
Which rock are you talking about? This rock here?
Oh, sorry, this
Oh,
rock.
oh, that rock there. Sure. Yeah, he can see you. He can see you. You should walk up.
So damn, just walks up.
Okay, you're just walking up. He's looking at you as he's still eating. Sets his bowl
Hey.
down, picks up his crossbow.
Are you on break?
What?
I'm on watch. Who are you?
I live nearby. And behind Dan's back, kind of motion Nesh away. So his little hands going like,
What?
So I
Must
assume
be
Nesh
from
has pretty
mustard.
much abandoned him and ran away.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Ooh. Uncharacteristically brave.
He looks down. There's nobody lives near here.
because I'm very good. Just if I don't want to be noticed. That's why you can see me.
At this
Uh-huh.
point, Nesh will retreat and go find Ray and Theoden.
So yeah, you run off to do that. You'll arrive back in, let's say, 3 rounds. Not that we're actually counting time here, but 3 minutes. We'll say that.
Okay, I was gonna say-
Hurry up, I forgot Dan's not smart.
Wait,
The guy sitting there says, "Well, what are you doing here?"
I wanted to file a formal complaint.
He blinks at you like, "Sure, why not? Come on in." As
you.
as Nesh reaches back to Ray and Theoden, she's Dan and boom, your horn blows.
What in the hell happened?
Dan's deep in there, like underground, like ready to strike at the last second, right? Like we come riding in, and Dan's like in the background where no one sees, and all of a sudden, blah, gets him. That's right. Yeah.
No, Dan's on a rock and said hello.
What?
I don't know what happened.
What the fuck? They did
So-
what?
In all the time I've known Dan, he's never been seen.
She said he walked out on a rock.
Maybe
gotta
it's
be
not
some-
Dan.
It's gotta be some like elaborate plan. Dan wouldn't just walk in there without a plan.
Okay, well, I heard the horn, so we need to like get up there and do something.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, you guys are now running forward. Dan, do you go into the encampment?
Yep.
Yep, okay, move on in. As you're going in, he blows a horn. And as you walk in, you see similarly dressed individuals walking out of various tents. And one guy over here, he don't look like everybody else.
It's like Gru and his minions.
Hug him. He just needs to know love.
And
What do you think I'm doing here?
move your token to where you want Dan to be, Laura.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay, that's the guy who looks different than everyone else.
Dan, the
Yeah.
love
Alright.
assassin.
So,
I guess Dan
okay.
will go there.
Okay. The couple guard or bandits you walk by sort of yell up at the guy on the level. What gives? He said he lives nearby and wants to tender a formal complaint. Really? Yeah. He looks harmless. Okay. Theoden and Ray, if you may put your tokens where Nesh is on the map.
I don't know where my token is. It's not on the character sheet.
No problem. I will take care of this.
Awesome.
Oh, well, never mind. I know where it is. It's over there.
I would have told him not to go, but he's stubborn. She didn't say anything.
But he's got to like have a master plan, right? I mean, this is all like three
Yeah.
levels deep, right?
If I know Dan, that's definitely the case.
But do you?
Yeah, you brought a kid along and then Nash too. I'm like,
Oh my god!
Wait a
Are
minute.
we gonna ever hear the end of this?
I'm starting to regret this.
The
I mean, I only
time
have-
there you go.
I only have one hand. Do you have a full person yet?
All right.
Okay, you guys get there and you see this guy up here on this plateau looking down in there. Dan, you approach the bald guy. The bald guy is wearing a robe that looks like it's sewn from moss. And he's gently rubbing the moss itself as he looks at you. I know you, he says softly.
I live around here.
No, you don't. You're from Iron Gate. Your name's Dan. I remember you from this Azamar I ate.
I don't know who Dan is.
Oh,
Dan is Nad.
sorry, the Dungeon Master broke there for a minute. Okay. He just chuckles. Now, Dan, we've known each other forever. I found you
I
in that.
recognize him.
Not at all. You do recognize the way he's talking, though. The way he's phrasing his words. It sounds exactly like Ray. And now, speaking of that, what do you three do?
Light the whole place on fire.
Please do.
Do
Uh,
you?
Uh-huh. I will
Okay.
flask of oil, Molotov cocktail, toss that shit in there. I don't care. Run, Dad!
Okay, as Ray and Sheridan are trying to figure out the tactics that Dan's using for this clearly clever attack, you glance over your shoulder and you see Nesh freak out, produce a Molotov cocktail from under her robe somewhere. I know she had that. Light it up and fling it over the palisade, yelling, "Run, Dan!"
There
Dan
didn't look.
says, Dan says, I don't know who Dan is, but I'm gonna get out of here.
Theoden looks at Ray and says, "You need to get a handle on your people."
I know. As they say that, Ray is going to cast catapults and pick up a rock weighing 5 pounds
Okay.
and try to hit this motherfucker up here.
Okay, as I recall, catapult requires a saving throw.
Yes. Dexterity saving throw. DC is 12.
Do we need to do initiative?
Right after this one, we will. DC 12, you say? That was dexterity?
Yes.
Oh, he fails.
Yeah.
Damage me,
Alright.
please.
So let's see. That is not the damage. That's
That's the
roll
attack
20s
roll.
weird.
Let me pop.
24 sounds good.
No. We'll
I-
go with
I
the
got
first
it.
one I rolled. There we go. He takes 10 points of damage. He's looking down over there, and then the fire goes up there. Woof. And he's looking over that way. He's sort of like, it's what's on fire over there? And all of a sudden, this rock just comes swirling at him like, what the hell? Hits him square on the nose. Explosion of blood. And dang it. He's dead.
Yes!
First blood has been obtained.
Roy
We-
looks back at Theoden and be like, there you
Theoden golf claps.
go.
Or do you?
Theoden hits his armor.
What's the sound of one hand clapping?
Okay, let me get the initiative thingy up. I never remember which one it is. Okay, click your tokens and then roll your initiative, folks.
Ooh, not bad.
I believe that's everybody. I put it into the proper order. Okay, Theoden, you're up.
All right, Theoden's gonna cast Bless.
Okay.
All right,
So that's, I'm assuming on Ray and Nesh and yourself.
yes, correct, because I can't get to Nad. 3 creatures of my choice in the range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, target can roll an additional d4 and add it. It was up for a minute, and it is concentration, so I won't be able to do any more concentration spells. But so you get to add a d4 to your attack rolls or saving throws.
Alrighty, sir. That's
Just
your
saving throws, not ability checks.
Right. Just, attack rolls and saving throws only.
Excellent.
Okay. That's your action. Do you wish to move, sir?
Yes, I do.
Move
Let
away.
me see where. I'm sorry. Well, I'm just going to move forward, so 25 feet. These squares 5 feet.
Yes, sir.
All right. There we go.
Alrighty then. The bandit's turn. Okay. The bandits are a bit confused for a brief moment. And of the 5 that remain in camp, only one attacks Nad. He steps up. Well, we'll just put an end to this as he swings his scimitar. I'm assuming a 7 misses horribly.
7 misses.
Okay. 2 run this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these 2 see their buddy go down. They're like, Rupert! And they head up this way. 3, 4, 6. 1, 2. Egads. Dan grew 3 sizes that day.
Alright.
Durwood's here.
Hey, I'm super tall too.
And you wear pants.
That's how we tell you apart.
Always wear my pants.
Okay, they're done. Well, actually, the one here, he can see Theoden, so he can attack. He brings up his light crossbow and fires at Theoden. Missing with a 5. And he goes, shoot. Ray, you're up.
All right. Let's see. Okay. 30.
Oh, yes, you're not on there, are you, Laura? Initiative 10. Let me get you in there.
Thanks. I don't know how that happened.
All right. So Ray moves up to there, and then they're going to cast Lightning Lore.
Oh, this is not good.
So the enemy needs to make a Strength saving throw of 12.
Okay, and you're casting a course
Going
on
on
this
that
guy.
Yeah.
Okay, strength saving throw of 12. Just a second, my thingy's decided not to work. Oh, yes, there it went. It's a
Wait,
fail.
Okay, perfect.
We'll go with the second one because the first one didn't show up for me, so.
Okay, so they are pulled 10 feet towards me, and they take 1d8. So
7 points
lightning
of damage. Alrighty then.
Get over here.
Okay,
You'll notice
he's
that
hurting.
once Ray is engaged with the enemy, they stop talking altogether. They're focused.
Alrighty then. I assume that's your turn?
Yes.
Dan, you're up.
So Dan is gonna go to attack the guy that's right next to him.
Okay.
As he goes to do it, he says, "Hey man, don't hit me or I'll hit you, and that's the only reason why I'm hitting you." Try to hit him
Okay.
with his rapier, I guess.
Okay, make an attack roll. That's a hit. Let me roll damage for you. That's 9 points of damage. And let me see, he has already gone in the turn order, so you don't get sneak attack, so he loses 9 hit points.
I didn't sneak this time.
Okay, you nearly skewer him through. He goes, ah!
You made me do this.
So does Dan move away? What does Dan do?
He'll stand his ground.
Alrighty. It is the bald guy's turn. And he just sighs. Oh, Dan. He raises his hand, and you see vines come from the robe as he suddenly has a whip in his hand. Does a 22 hit you?
I guess.
Okay. It does 8
Oh my-
points of piercing damage.
Oh my gosh, okay.
And he pulls you 5 feet toward. Well, actually, you need to make strength saving throw.
Hey, that's my move.
Yeah, Thorn Whip does it too. You're pulled 5 feet closer to him. And as he pulls you over, he looks at you. Let me feast your mind, Dan. Nesh, you're up. At which time your fire gets bigger.
Yay for fire!
We didn't start the fire.
But we did it anyway.
So, Nesh, what do you do?
I would like to do some overkill, please.
Overkill is always a good idea.
I'll take overkill for 500, please, Alex.
Oh, and that's on the guy that's by Ray.
Okay, that's a hit. And it's first level, I assume?
Yes.
And what type of damage are you causing?
We'll just call it acid because I'm mean.
Okay, he screams. Dan is Dan. Ray, as you're standing, sorry, 3 letters, brains going apart. You're standing there. You pull the guy closer, lightning crackling on him. He's scared. You can see the look in his face, and he looks over your shoulder. He opens his mouth to scream as green liquid hits him in the face, and it just begins to sizzle. His eyes are burned out. His face is burned off. The skull is being burned as he falls to the ground, jittering, dying.
Ray just nods at the dying body. Like, okay.
Okay. And what else were you going to do?
Oh, yeah, I totally move.
Okay, move. And she runs away.
I have so many windows open right now.
I think you're on the. There we go.
I was
Alright.
counting really slowly.
Okay. We're back to the top of the order. Theroden.
All right, so seeing Ray in front of me and Dan beside, and Nesh beside me.
See, I'm not the only one.
Dan's everywhere. We're all
I
Dan.
am everyone, and everyone is Dan.
I am Dan.
So, Theroden wants to actually run over to this guy. Is this guy actually dead or is he dying?
Which one? Oh, he's dead.
I did it on purpose.
Yeah, his eyes are eating out his skull. It's eating into what's left of his brain. And acid was really potent.
All right. I will cast. I will go over to Nesh and give her a ring and say, "This doesn't mean anything. Just hold on to it." And cast Warding Bond. Warding Bond. The spell wards a willing creature you touch or creates a mystic connection between the two of you until the spell ends. While the target is within 60 feet of you, it gains a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws and has resistance to all damage. Also,
Nice.
each time it takes damage, I take the same amount of damage. So it breaks once the duration is up, or I hit 0 hit points. Or if we become separated by more than 60 feet, it no longer works.
Aw, you love me.
That's a promise ring if I ever heard of one.
I'll be taking this
That's
back.
right. Much
Alrighty. And it does not take concentration. Nice.
Correct. Yep.
Badass.
Okay, sir. Do you?
And then I'll move forward. Yep, I'll move forward.
Okay.
I'm gonna move up to this left-hand side of the opening
Okay.
and be ready for this guy to do what. And then I'm done.
Okay. It's the bandit's turn.
Wait, come back. I wanted to hold hand.
Oh.
This bandit watches his buddy's face get melted off. And he goes, I don't think so. He turns and runs the other way.
Oh.
These two head up a ladder. They go check on their buddy. This one looks at Dan and the guy, his boss, and says, "Yep." And he runs this way. Okay, Ray, you're up.
All right. Let's see. Okay, cool. I can make it. All right, so Ray's gonna run around the bend, and seeing as that guy's running away, uh, yeah, screw it. They're gonna cast Ice Knife.
Okay.
So that is, you create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target.
Alrighty.
Oh, natty 20.
Oh dear God. Which one are you
No.
hitting? The one running away, or the one running towards you?
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, I'll do the one running toward me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You do 20 points of damage to him.
And then,
15.
the target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. So they both have to do it.
Oh no. Well, we don't have to worry about the one running towards you. I'll explain that in a moment. Dexterity save, correct?
Yes, of 12.
4, however, does not make it. And how much damage does he take?
So that is the 2d6 of cold damage. So I'll roll.
And that would be doubled because it was a critical.
So that's 22 cold damage.
Well, okay. You. Yeah, you're coming around the bend, literally on this guy's heels, and yeah, he's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and the ice knife appears and you throw it at the one coming at you. It hits him in the throat. He gurgles. It explodes. That guy screams, and they're two frozen statues. You kill both of them.
Yes.
Remember, you also have a +4, plus D4 on all your rolls if you miss.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, sir?
No, that is all that Ray can do for this round.
He doesn't even make a fist pump.
No. All business. That's what they're
true.
like.
Yes, they are. Okay, Dan.
Dan is going to look at this bald man in front of him and say, "Who are you?"
He chuckles deeply. Are you going to attack him while he's about to tell you?
I'll give him a few words before I stab him.
Let's hope he's not verbose.
He looks at Dan and leans closer. I am long memory. As he's bringing his hand up that has the vines and moss covering it. 14 is a hit.
Oh boy.
You do 5 points of damage to him.
How about we shorten it a little bit?
Sorry. Well, it is now. Okay, he hisses at you as you pierce him. And instead of red blood, you see thick green sap begin to flow from him.
The tree.
As he chuckles and he reaches for you in an attempt to touch you. And let me see. Okay, that would be his dexterity. Thought I had it on his sheet. Oh well, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah, it hits me.
Okay, he touches your forehead and he says, "Give me your mind." And you must make a wisdom save.
There's not a lot there.
No!
Bless ain't gonna help that.
And you're effectively stunned for the next round as you lose a day's worth of memory.
Oh, shoot.
He probably wants to forget this anyway.
You're not
What
gonna
a
remember
choice.
putting the pants onto what's his face? Sherwood.
He has
Nesh,
that picture always.
There you go.
you're up, Nesh.
Ooh. Okay. I need to move.
You need to
So,
move it.
1. And then, I think I'm gonna magic missile, Mr. Baldy up there.
Mr. Clean?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Missile me.
And we'll do it at 2nd level just to be
It's gotta be 4 missiles.
extra. So, 11? She goes, pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew.
Okay, you go pew pew pew, and
Pew!
4 glowing orbs of missiles swirl out of your hand past Ray, and Ray can see them swirling around and meandering through the air, and then all focus on him and slam into him as both he and Dan scream out with the same voice.
That's not right!
As he falls under the barrage of magic missiles. Dan, I would like you to roll a Constitution save this time.
Don't die, Dan!
Very constitutional.
Excellent. Oh,
Yay!
no problem. You stagger there as
You did it!
in his death throes, his memories are pushed into your head.
Oh.
Oh no.
But we'll solve that next round.
The man with 2 brains.
Theoden, you're up.
So Theoden comes inside here. So I guess Theoden's going to take the dash action to come
Okay.
up to these. Are they fully dead?
Oh, they're fully dead, sir. They're pretty little ice statues now.
All right. Theoden does nothing else. Okay.
Alrighty. It's the bandits' turn. The bandits, from their viewpoint, sees their numbers being cut down like ripe wheat before the sigh, and they say, hell no. And they both jump this gap to this area. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're making a double move action. And they pull open a rock here on the wall, and it actually proves to be a door, and they run in, vanishing.
Am I able to notice that wall?
Where you're at the moment, no, but you remember it quite well.
Oh, yeah. Double minds.
And we are out of initiative.
Okay, cool. Okay.
So this.
What was that? You were breaking up.
Dan sits down because it was a lot to process.
Yeah, I will now describe what Dan has in his head at the moment. He remembers finding this place when he was young. His master told him that about it when they had set it up years ago. And he thought this may be a perfect place to have a little bandit group. It'd make him some money. He could learn more about the ways of his patron, and everything would be great. And that's when he found that cave that they ran into up there. And he was exploring it, and there were these dwarves. And luckily, he was able to sneak around them. And they had these big bears as mounts. And then it gets a little hazy, and he remembers finding this square well. It was really, really deep, and he could hear something calling to him. He remembers going down there, and that's when he found long memory. That's when he became long memory. That's when it ate him. And that's all you remember. So, you've defeated the bandits. Clearly, this gentleman that you now know, Dan, whose name was Jubal, was behind all of the stealing of memories. But two of the bandits got away and ran into a cave mouth. The party has successfully found the bandits, but not all of them. I wonder what they're going to do on the next episode of TDK's Iron Heroes.
Aw, I wanted to loot the bodies.
That was
Ladies, I hope ladies and gentlemen, you've had fun, and I hope the audience enjoyed the ride, and we'll return next week for the future episode. But in the meantime, if we could, Rich, could you again remind the people who you are and who you play and where they can find you in the next week?
I'm Rich. I'm at Quixotic on Twitter. That's KWIKSOTIC. I play Ray Gracefallen. And you can currently hear me in a bunch of audio dramas. There's Ghostlight Theater. There's Fangirls. I'm not in the current episodes out yet for the Insomnia Project, but that is also available.
That's excellent. Nathan, where can we find you in the next week, and who do you play?
Hey, what's going on? It's Nathan. I'm at Not Another Nate on Twitter, and I play Theoden. Working on a few projects on the side, but nothing happening right at this second, so I won't bore you out with the details on that. But if you check me out on Twitter, I'm usually pretty active, do a lot of podcasts, or listen to a lot of podcasts, discuss a lot, and I'm always looking to boost other voices. So hit me up.
Excellent. Laura, who do you play and where we can find you in the next week?
Hi, I'm Laura, and I play Dan, the very good at sneaking rogue assassin, rock genasi, earth genasi. You can find me at HuttonButton14 on Twitter. There sometimes. And I play.
Excellent. And Amy, where can they find you and who are you playing?
I am. Hold on. Sorry. I'm like doing 12 things at once. Yeah, I'm at Bloody Jackal on Twitter. I am playing Nesh, the half elf, half orc arsonist. Um, uh, Paranoid arsonist. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Bloody Jackal. And that's about all I'm doing right now. Helping out with streams, whatever. So that's it.
And last but not least, I am Lee Kim the Learned. I am Rooksnook65 on Twitter. I am the DM of these lovely people who have allowed themselves to be my victims for Tuesday nights. And you can catch us here next Tuesday night. And by all means, our audience, thank you for watching. You have a good evening.
Thank you.